Blog Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome to Diva of DOOL Lives and Friends. This is Carrie. You can find me on Twitter at Diva of DOOL. We have a Facebook page, Diva of Days of Our Lives, and I'd like to thank everyone who's been liking it the last few weeks. We've been getting quite a few fans over there. You can subscribe to us here on Blogtalkradio and on iTunes. And tonight we have Miss Marianne here.
Hi, everyone.
And
you can find me at... Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at mama_hooch.
And we have Miss Anna here tonight.
Hello, and you can sometimes find me at Chabby Hooch on Twitter. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Jen isn't joining us tonight as far as we know, so she's at REXJDK, and follow our friends at Amy and at Amy Hapka and Bob Hapka and at Teo Penglis. So we're looking forward to seeing Teo around Christmas time on days at Kill Trip USA, which is our friend Ian Buchanan, and at Lauren Coslow. So, all right, so let's discuss Thanksgiving. How was everybody's Thanksgiving this year?
Low key, but yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah,
turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing.
We had we went to my one of my brothers, and it was a very scaled down version. Masks involved and social distancing, and but delicious food and good company, and it was nice to actually, just have a meal with other people and, not it's like, I mean, you're just constantly aware because we're all most of us are very affectionate and huggy type people. And, and so it's just really weird, like not being like, my mom still doesn't really understand. She sort of understands, but she's like, the last few times we've gotten together, one of my nieces is there that she's super close. One of her granddaughters is super close to her. And she's like, it's so weird because she seemed kind of not very affectionate. So I was like, Mom, she's a teacher. She's around kids all day long. She's trying to be very careful, because both of her parents have had it. So, early in the first round in the spring, So anyway, so she's just trying to be really careful. So I said, it's like everybody's just having to force themselves to not be affectionate. It's really hard. We're doing the hands, washing our hands and hand sanitizer and all that stuff and controlling the way the buffet worked. And, but you know what? The thing of it is we enjoyed each other's company. The food is great, but more importantly, we went around the table. My niece got it started, and we talked about what we were grateful, just some of the things that we were grateful for this year. And it was really nice to focus on some positive things because there's been a lot of negative things going on. Me personally in my life and in just about everybody else's life, there have been losses or there have been struggles or, health concerns or something or another. So, so it's been a rough year for almost everybody, I'd say, to one level or another. So anyway, so it was really nice to just have some positivity and think about what we were grateful for and, and some really interesting, neat things, came out of that. And so it was very nice that, we were sad that, a good chunk of the family wasn't there, but they, part of the family was out of town down in Texas celebrating the birth of a new baby in our family. One of my oldest nieces and her husband just had their baby about 3 weeks ago. So anyway, so lots of positives. We've had some deaths and some major illnesses, but we've also had some births and some major positive things. So anyway, how about you, Carrie?
And it's just myself and my boyfriend, and we didn't have the flu this year, so that was good.
Hey, that's
last
positive.
year we both had the flu. Like I definitely did not touch turkey last year, but yeah, that was not good.
Sucks to be sick on the holidays.
Yeah, that was the second worst Thanksgiving I ever had. The first worst Thanksgiving I had in second grade. I had the chicken pox.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
I'll take the
pretty...
flu over the chicken pox anytime. And my boys came over a little later, so it was low key, and we were looking forward to the Steelers-Ravens game Thursday night. That didn't happen.
That was on the agenda.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of pissing everybody off, even if you're not a Steelers fan. Which I like to root for them, even though they're not my main team. But I like to root for them, and it just pisses me off because it's really not fair either, because the Steelers are paying a penalty for the other team having problems, and like you guys, we were talking earlier.
No, they have it
offline. What's that?
Yeah, the Steelers have it now.
The Steelers have a couple
people.
Mm-hmm. Who has it?
A player and a staff member, right, or something?
Dear. Oh dear.
At least two players. One was Tuitt, who's on the defense. The other one is James Conner, who's our starting running back. And the problem with James.
Oh no, Connor's like one of your stars. Oh dear.
Yeah.
How they got it.
He had cancer in college. So
oh my gosh.
He just tweeted out today he feels fine. So that's really
good.
concerning.
Gosh. Yeah,
symptomatic.
He could definitely be starting out in the minus category, having had that. So I'm glad he's doing
a lot of them
okay.
could be asymptomatic, which is a lot of people, I think.
Well, I think that's why, honestly, I think this whole time probably, I've heard estimates that probably 8 times as many people have had it as we know about. But when you think about it, we probably had the same ratio 6 or 8 months ago, but we didn't know that we did, which was more dangerous because then we were spreading it more because we weren't aware of it. But now it's like we're testing like all the time. I mean, I know people who've had multiple tests at different times. Because they needed to go to a wedding, and so they needed to make sure that they weren't positive before they left and stuff like that. So, like I said, my niece who's a teacher, some of her students had gotten infected, and so she got checked. She was fine, but it's just, but the odds are the more testing you do, the more times you're going to catch it. I mean, you're going to diagnose it now because you're doing exponentially more tests, but it's still awful, and it's still such a scourge on our world, and I think we will all breathe a collective sigh of relief when this thing's finally eradicated. So have you guys stayed? But you guys have stayed well though, right? Now your son, Marianne, your son, did he end up having it? But it wasn't too bad.
He had it back in like April, but he was sick for like 3-4 days, and he had just like the fever and the fatigue, but not the bad cough or anything. And then he was okay. Then he was fine. Yeah. Now and he had the antibodies and stuff. No, they're still not sure like how long those last. Can he get it now after so many?
Well, see,
I don't think they're quite sure on that. He's not sure either.
New tests. They have new at-home tests, I think, that came out. I don't know how widely available they are now, but that can actually tell you just like how strong of an antibody you have, like of the how strong is the protection that you have if you've had it before. So anyway, so
so far,
it's definitely changed the dynamics for But I'm just glad getting back to football. I'm just glad we've had a football season. I get so excited when preseason's coming and stuff. And this year, I didn't even get excited until the first real game because, well, we didn't have a preseason, but also I kept thinking they were going to cancel the whole thing. So every week that we play, I'm just like happy that I'm just happy to see my team out there playing and some other teams too. So, so we play the Buccaneers tomorrow. So,
please
yeah.
win. You know I do Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but oh well. So
Jen, are you there?
Hey.
Hey, there you are.
Hi, Jen.
Huh. Everybody doing good?
Yep.
Good. How was your Thanksgiving, hon?
Very quiet. Just my immediate family.
Yeah. I think a lot of us did the low-key
Ours
thing.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll party hard next year.
Well, you're in New York City, right? So.
No, I'm I'm up by West Point.
Oh, okay. So but I mean, your state's kind of been hit hard again, so.
Yeah,
hopefully.
unfortunately.
Yeah. So. But everybody in your family is staying well, as far as you know.
Yep, we're all good.
Good. I actually resorted to wearing N95 masks again this week. I had gotten off of that, but this week, since I was running so many errands and in and out of stores and everything, I thought, okay, since we're going to be getting together with a few family members and a few of them are older and stuff, I thought, I'm going to wear my N95, even though I feel like I'm going to pass out by the time I'm done at the store. Each store I'm in.
That's how my parents feel with it.
Yeah. And it cracks me up because, see, since I run everywhere for my mom so that she doesn't have to go in anywhere. And so it's funny because when she does have to she just wears the little surgical mask,
Yeah.
And if we're at, like for dinner, like when we were at dinner the other night, and I told her on the way, I said, no, please this time, Mom, don't complain about that damn mask, because all the rest of us have been having to wear them everywhere we go, and yes, it sucks to be isolated and stuck inside so much like you have, but when you complain about wearing the mask for 5 minutes, it's kind of like, you try every day for the last 6, 7, 8 months, every time I go out of the house, and so she just doesn't. She doesn't have that perspective, and Jen, you probably wear it all day long, right?
8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. 8 hours a day.
And Carrie, you do, right? And what about you, Marianne?
Yeah, pretty much off and on. Yeah, we don't have to wear one. When there's a customer in front of us and we have the plastic things, shields up, but we still have to wear a mask too when we're waiting on someone. Yeah. Because we're spaced apart. But for most of the day, I guess you could say.
Yeah. I got to wear mine if a patient's there or not.
Yeah.
Well, I know my daughter, she's a teacher, and she has to wear one and talk all the time. You know what I mean? And not only just wear one, you're constantly, you're constantly talking when you're teaching students. And all the students have to wear one, too. So,
I know.
Yeah, but she only goes off and on.
My niece that teaches 6th grade, she's like, because they were doing in school until they're going virtual for the rest of the semester after Thanksgiving, probably because they figure half the people went somewhere or were exposed and all that, so they're going to be bringing all that back to the school, so they just decided to spend the rest, since it's a few more weeks, and she said the thing that's really sad to her, and it just really kind of hit me, and she's like, one of the things I love about the last 4 years is I could run into my kids like in the hall or at the store or something, and they'd be like, run up, oh, hi, I could recognize them, and they could come and hug, or whatever, or just say hi or whatever, and I would know who they were. She says, I'm not going to know. I have not seen the full faces of any of the kids I teach this year. And I thought, wow, that's like kind of profound. She goes, next year when they're walking in the halls, I'm not going to necessarily know who they are for not having to wear masks, and so because I'm not going to recognize them because I won't have seen them all year. So I just thought, wow, that's really kind of profound. So anyway, so let's let's just pray we get rid of this thing and can be normal someday again.
Yep.
Hey, Anna, do you want to start off with our Kate update? Because Kate was very, very, very busy this week.
Yes, she was a busy girl, and I loved how Jake called her fierce twice. I liked that because we always talk about it. She's Lauren that she's fierce. So, well, first of all, before I say anything, I loved what she was wearing. The purple, that was really pretty.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I also liked it when he was trying to take it off. But no, but I thought their scenes were very tastefully done and very not overdone or anything. But I really like them. I know it's not going to be a long term because Gabi's in town, so that's going to be like it's going to blow up everything. But I have to admit, I'm a Brandon Barash fan now. I mean, I have been for a little while now, especially since he came back as Jake. I really kind of liked him before, too, with Stefan, but I really like him as Jake. And I got to say, he's got a great smile. And one of the things I really like, I guess it goes without saying, that he and Kate, Jake and Kate, had quite a few, let's just say, workouts on the garage where he works, where he does his work, his garage work. His cot. They had quite a few entanglements.
Looks like.
Yes. I was gonna say. But I loved how she was like, you could use some scouring powder in the bathroom too. She's like, we could be sleeping in a bed that has clean sheets and dusty and all this. So it's kind of funny. But one thing that I noticed is that I really love about this is that aside from I do think they have chemistry. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think they do. I definitely think they do. I mean, I say that knowing that Kate's going to get screwed over once again, no pun intended. But I do love that. I really like that. I don't know. Even though it's still like a flirty, mostly sex type relationship, I like that he actually treats her really well. I mean, he's really sweet to her. I mean, he really looks at her as a human being.
Yeah,
and he really
cares for her too. Other than the sex, you could tell he. Yeah.
I mean, they have.
Or he admires her too. I guess you could say.
I think he does. And when he says she's fierce, and but I thought it was cute. At first I was a little offended, and then I thought, well, that was really kind of a cute play on words. When when she had to hide, and Chad and Jake were talking about. Yeah, he goes, I'm just working on one of Stefano's old carburetors on his old car, or his old model or whatever. I was like, wait a minute here. I thought that I caught that immediately. I
thought he called her Lamborghini or something, though. That was Lamborghini.
Yeah. And then, and I think, didn't Stefano give her a Lamborghini or something at some point? I don't know. Anyway, back in the day when they were state for her birthday or for Valentine's or something. Anyway, but so it was really cute though. He's like, they were kind of like bantering about like cars, and Kate's like, oh, that little, she's in there. She's going older model. But then when she was like, oh, where'd it go? When she comes out later, she's like, yeah, that was nice. One of Stefano's old models or whatever. And he's like, but he goes, the classic models, they're way better than the new versions or whatever, they're or something. He kind of made like they're better with age or something. I mean, but it was cute. I just thought that part was cute. And I loved how he really wanted to hear, about her, about what was going on with her. It was like, you'd think that would be sort of a minimum, but in terms of the way she was looking at it, she was thinking he probably couldn't care less. And he was like, well, no, I want to know what's going on with you and your family and all. And he said some really sweet things with a lot of insight. And she's like, you're continually surprising me or something like that. Or continually, you're full of surprises or something like that. So I don't know. I loved that. I thought they were cute and funny, and I thought they were hot, and I think they're adorable, and I just love him as an addition to the cast. I mean, I know he's been around a while between the two characters, but he's done a great job of coming in and, assuming the role and then creating a new role, really, with Jake. And but we decided, we were like, what could their couple name be for however long they're going to be together? And, of course, we can't use Jake, though, because that brings back memories for a long time.
That's been taken.
Fans. Yeah, that one probably can't be used. That has to be retired. That jersey has to be retired.
Yep.
So we're not really sure what to call them, but they are. We think they're cute. A lot of people I know think they're cute. So anyway, yeah. So there's that, and I thought it was sweet that she brought him back a plate of food from the Thanksgiving party. Now, okay, skipping around here a little bit. You had mentioned last week you thought that the place where Ava was staying looked like Nicole's place with different furniture, and I thought so too.
Yeah.
So, so they actually had Nicole. Let me get this straight. So Nicole actually hosted Thanksgiving dinner and apparently cooked, because Kate made the comment. I guess she learned to cook.
Yeah, but we didn't see that. But
she hosted it. Yeah, she hosted it. It was off camera, which I would have loved to have seen it on camera. That kind of ticked me off.
With Lucas and Philip.
Yeah, with Lucas and Philip and Kate and Allie and Nicole, which is an interesting mix. But can you imagine the snark? Can you imagine the snark?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that would have been priceless. But I really wish they would have filmed that. But oh well.
I put that on Twitter. I put that on Twitter that they should have. I wanted to see that. I mean, that would have been a lot better than the Devereaux situation. And I got like 18 likes on that one. So everybody wanted to see Kate and Nicole and Lucas and Philip
and Allie. Yes, I agree. I'm glad they at least celebrated Thanksgiving. I mean, because there have been some years where they've forgotten there was a holiday,
Yep.
So I'm glad that they did do that. But yeah, so I was kind of bummed that was all off camera, but at least they talked about it and stuff. But I'm trying to think. I guess that's most. I'm trying to think. Was there anything? I do like the way she was processing like the whole thing that was going on with Allie, and Jake was like really sweet about it and really understanding. And it was just really, I don't know, it was just really nice. So and they seem very compatible on the cot. But speaking of caught, they got caught by Gabi, who's back in town at the very end because, of course, little twit Gwen,
let her over
that.
there.
She knows that Kate and Jake are involved, and so she, of course, sends Gabi over there to say, oh, well, Jake's probably over at the garage. He's been spending a lot of time there. So she walks in and sees him and Kate on the cot. Say that 3 times fast.
Gabi had it coming.
Oh yeah. Gabi needed to see it. I'm glad Gabi got it in her got to see it. But I didn't. I had to fast forward through a lot in order to get through to at least be able to see the Kate and Jake scenes on the last episode. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of the show, so you guys will have to fill me in on the Gabi part and stuff, because I just saw very few bit of dialogue with her coming back. So anyway, so that's pretty much the Kate report as far as I can remember.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so Gabi came back Friday. She walked in on Chad at the mansion.
Yep.
And then Chad went out saying that when Gwen came in, when Gabi said, well, the real person that poisoned Abby is still out there. And then Gwen basically nudged Gabi into where Jake and Kate were so she could walk in on them. So that was pretty much the Gabi stuff on that.
Yep.
So I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings. I kind of don't care that Gabi's back. Everybody else feel the same way.
Oh.
Yeah, I really
I like
her.
Gab. Yeah. No, I like her. I like Gabi. Trouble.
I like her, but I just didn't miss her that much.
No. But she brought Rafe with her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rafe's back.
Yep.
Yeah. So Rafe came back and ran into Roman, and Roman filled him in on everything. Basically, Rafe knew nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know about Xarah, how things ended up. He didn't know Hope left town. So, are you happy to see Rafe back?
Yeah. He didn't look bad, though. I mean, he looks different. Did he have, a little bit of a beard going on? Yeah, a little bit of a scruff going on. It looks like a little bit of gray in his hair. A little bit of gray in his hair.
I like a little salt and pepper. I like a little salt and pepper.
He looked a little different. So, yeah.
I'm fine having Rafe. I mean, I'm fine having Rafe back.
I think they might be trying to pair him with Nicole now. I'm thinking coming back.
Yeah.
I kind of liked that a while ago. The Nicole and Rafe when they were friends, and it seemed like maybe something could have happened there. So this might be the time that they'll do that. So.
Yeah, and of course Allie could be playing matchmaker because she loves Rafe so much, trying to get. But then again, if Eric isn't divorced from, her Uncle Eric's not divorced yet from Nicole, that could be awkward.
Well, I saw where it was like Rafe. I mean, Galen had an interview. I don't know if it was one of the soap sites, and he more or less said that he got the call back and asked to come back because there was going to be a new story for Rafe, and he was interested in come back. So so I'm wondering if that is the new story, him and thing to see.
Yeah. So and I did like Rafe and Nicole's friendship. I mean, that was a while ago, but that was back when Nicole was trying to pass off, I think, her second child that she lost, her second son that she lost, saying it was Rafe and not EJ's. But it's been a while since Rafe and Nicole been in the same orbit together. So, but I do love Eric Cole, but we're not getting Eric back, so I don't think they would recast Eric. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think if Dave would get Mark Rawson, he'd be a good Eric.
No, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
They just killed him on General Hospital.
Oh.
Okay.
He was Dusty.
Yeah.
He used to play Brody on One Life. He's good.
So we had Philip meet Ava in Ava's room, like you guys mentioned. That basically looks like Nicole's apartment, but with more fun furniture. And I do like the purple sofa, so it's just me. But so
put it this way: anything would have been an improvement over that couch and the pillows that were on there before.
Yeah. So Sarah's following Philip, and she thought she took a picture of Ava, but it didn't come out very well. And Sarah's still being annoying and still using the squeaky voice and the baby talk.
Oh, I know. It just drives me. It's like fingernails on a chalkboard now.
I don't understand it. I mean, she didn't do it for years, and then it's like...
No, not at the beginning. Not for... Yeah, she just started that.
And then it's like, and then at some point she says he called her woman or something because Victor, or whatever it was it woman when he said something about listen woman or something, and I guess Victor says that or something, and she says, look, I might be okay for your Uncle Vic, but you're not calling me that. And then he said, okay, and he's like, sweet cheeks or something.
Oh, God.
I like that. I like that he kind of like punched back a little bit on that. That was good. But oh yeah, it's like here she is supposed to be this intelligent doctor, and she sounds like it's like she treats him like he's a kindergarten student.
Yeah.
You know. I mean,
like
sure you got your
him.
back. I got snacks for you. Don't forget to put them in your cubby. Be sure to take your backpack with you, sweetie, when you go home.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah, exactly what that's like.
Ruining it. I didn't think that you could ruin. I mean, any equation with Xander in it is hot, and I'm just thinking, I think she's actually ruining it for me. Anyway.
I wonder if that's her own take, or is she being told? Like, aren't the writers seeing that, or the director, or the producer?
The director has to tell her stop. Yeah,
I almost feel like I think it's an affectation that she's like added. Maybe it was during the quarantine or something. I don't know. But to me, it's very condescending and it's annoying, and I just So
sounds like she's a little manic
to
me,
but
I don't know.
Can I just say too that I know? Yes.
That's what it comes off
manic?
as.
Yeah,
manic.
Yes.
Like Sarah, Sarah's off her meds or something.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. That's what seems
like she's off her meds. Somebody's off their.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But it could be. It could be that's what Xander's into, though. Maybe he likes the baby talk in bed. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know, but well, and I also have to say they're, I know they're not professionals, but they really suck at stakeouts. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Xander had a pee.
Really?
Did you see that? That was
I know that
funny.
was funny. That was funny.
He had to go.
But but I mean, okay, you're literally standing around the corner from the room. I mean, it's like you got to come up with some. I know they probably had limitations with the set. But I'm like, they could have pretended like they were using like binoculars and looking through something. I don't know. I just thought that was really silly. But anyway, and they still didn't get a good shot of her. I mean, if you're staking somebody out, don't you think you'd have your phone out ready to take a picture the second she walks by? Please.
Right. They still, all they've heard is her voice.
How long are we going to have to go before Xander sees her and realizes who she is? I hope it's not going to be like the Snuffleupagus on
I think she's exposed soon. Because I think in the next week or so, Joey gets released or Joey's back. So I don't know. It's going to be soon, I think.
Okay. All right.
I heard.
Oh, I think she sees Steve soon. I think that's what happens.
So maybe she makes some sort of deal like she gets Joey out of prison. But then wouldn't you be pissed that your son went to prison for nothing? Although he did try to kill her with his pillow before that. So. Anyway, he probably still does. He probably just for being dumb. He needed some years in prison, I think. But anyway, hopefully maybe he got wised up while he was there. Anyway, so all right.
Still can't see him as Steve and Kayla's kid.
Yeah, just like every time we
Trip,
get stuff.
Trip is Steve and is Ava's, but not Joey is.
Yeah. But I don't see Stephanie as Steve and Kayla's kid either.
Oh, true.
No.
Yes, so Xander did break into Ava's place, and she was in the shower. He was actually going to go take a look at her, and Sarah's like, oh, no, you're not peeping at her in the shower. He's like, oh, I take a quick little peek. And I think he pulled something out of the garbage, and it was her visitor pass to the prison. Somehow Ava got into a prison to visit Kristen. Like, how is that even possible? Don't you have to take
visitor,
She must have some mob guys on the inside.
Yep.
I mean, Xander's got a guy
different
there.
ID.
She's probably got a guy
different
there.
name. Yeah.
Didn't
he say a different
Vanderkamp or something? Or Andrea?
Yeah.
So it's A.V.
She had a different name.
Ava. That's creative. Ava Vitale. A.V. Oh, okay. Oh.
Andrea Vanderkamp, Yeah.
Yes. So they have a little bit of a clue, and Xander was going to find out, who it was that visited I think, who she visited in prison. I'm not sure yet if he figured out it was Kristen or not. I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. His students there at Statesville told him.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And the thing
I think they're all on Victor's payroll at Statesville.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, too, with Victor was always known to be a crime boss, though, and that he was in the import-export business, and everybody kind of knows, shady stuff gets imported. So even what Philip's doing is with the money laundering, he's doing it because she's paying off his gambling debts or whatever. I don't even think Victor would be that upset about it. Technically, he's not losing money. If he's laundering money, he's not really losing it. It's money it's being brought into the company and cleaned. But I don't know. The whole thing's it just seems like a odd combination having Philip and Ava together. Oh, and there was a nice scene between Maggie and Philip.
Yep.
Yeah,
this was going on right.
Yes, that was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice because having her have a hard time with Philip. Philip was saying to her that he was a bit upset because Sean and Belle were getting married that day, and she was talking him through that. Did you guys see that scene?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I thought it was
and
really
then
nice.
talking
And
about
then he goes
Xander
upstairs.
too. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then she was trying to convince him that Xander's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yes, so I have to say I thought Heather Lindell was the best actor on the show the entire week. I mean, she absolutely just freaking killed it as Jan this week.
Yeah.
I mean, she was
good.
Yeah,
she was really good.
She plays crazy good.
Yeah, she had me convinced that Sean should marry her. She kind of had a good point with Bill was good probably run off or cheat on him with Philip, and she's just so convincing. Right. And then with the wedding, she was kind of making comments that were funny, but she was serious though, and it was kind of cracking me up. I thought she was just hilarious, but kind of like by accident with the whole wedding. So she's at the wedding, and they take off the veil and reveal it's her. And Brady sneaks off to go find Belle, and they tell Sean he's got to basically suck it up and go through the ceremony, and told Marlena to stall a bit. And it was. I thought it was kind of funny, and I thought Brandon Bramer had a great expression on his face when when Jan wanted her kiss. It was time for him to kiss the bride, and he just gave her this look. He gave her like no way in hell look. It was really funny. Yeah, so I liked the wedding. It was funny without being over the top or cheesy. It just seemed like it had a it had a good.
You're right. They didn't make it campy. They could have made it campy.
Right.
And I think the girl who plays Jan did a great job of actually making it seem. I mean, she sort of brought everybody into her delusion. I mean, that makes sense, Jan.
Yeah.
I can see it. But you can see how somebody this delusional like that, okay, I can see how she got there, even though it's messed up and everything.
And she didn't. She made a good point about Belle and cheating on him. She's just going to cheat on you again.
Yep.
So why not marry me? I'll be true to you. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a good point. I was reading back on the history of Sean and Belle and Jen and Philip and all that. So I knew Philip did take Belle's virginity, and then someone said that Sean and Jen had sex too. That the first person Sean had sex with was Jan, which I didn't remember that part. But I remember, though.
I didn't remember that.
Wasn't this weird, creepy scene? They were all living in the same building. They all had lofts.
I remember
Sean,
the lofts, yeah.
Do you remember when Belle lost her virginity, like Sean actually heard it through the ductwork? Like he heard them having sex.
Yeah.
Was that?
Oh, my.
I remember that.
Maybe it wasn't virginity. Maybe it was just them having sex. But I do remember, because I didn't like, I always felt like Belle was always chasing after Sean for some reason. But remember when Belle lost her virginity, he like yelled and screamed at her and called her a whore and everything. I'm like, holy crap. She had sex with one guy. Doesn't make her a whore. But, I do remember, though, that someone overheard Belle and Philip having sex, and it was Sean, and it was through the ductwork. So Belle turns up in Philip's bed.
Yeah, in a black nightie.
Yeah, and then everybody figured out, because Jan kept mentioning Philip during the wedding, that's probably, they thought Philip was actually involved with the kidnapping of Belle. And so Sean shows up at the mansion and sees Belle and Philip
Maggie
together. But Philip was only just kind of consoling her. He wasn't doing anything inappropriate. So, but I gotta give Belle credit, though. She whipped up a wedding in 24 hours. I don't know how the hell she did that, but kind of blows your mind. But good on her.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And looks like in the promos that Sean finally does propose to her. So, but then Jan's gone, and I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, Jan will be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she end up being dead?
They didn't.
Did John kill her?
John choked her. Was choking her, and she's passed out. I don't know. Does he kill her? I don't think.
Wasn't it Marlena? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marlena didn't seem like she had good news for them when she walked in.
You notice how everybody just walks into that police interrogation room?
Yeah.
No? Well, yeah.
And where's the cops?
That's true. Well, Lani and Eli were kind of busy.
Yeah.
With their drama.
That's
So, Kristen, Lani visited Kristen in prison, told her that she knew everything, and Kristen told her to go back with Eli.
Yep.
So, which was the right thing to do. I mean, the Eli-Lani drama, I think, is so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's so boring.
It's been a little bit, yeah.
I like Lani, but she needs to grow up.
Yeah, he saved her from going to prison while pregnant with twins.
But he lied to me. They all lie at some point or another. I mean, I can't understand that,
It's like, you just want to smack her.
Please, come on. Come on, Lani, you lied to him too,
Yep.
So, I don't know. That's what she was saying. She was more mad about that. I don't know. Really?
Well, the thing is, too, she wouldn't even be in this position if she wouldn't have let Kristen escape from the police station.
Yep.
And
right.
she tipped
Which
off
Eli
Brady.
Tries to point out to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And she tipped off Brady where Kristen was going to be so they could run off together. So, and she knew that Kristen stabbed Victor and let her get away with it. So,
right. And as a cop, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's what he was trying to tell her.
She does not belong on the force.
Yeah. But Kristen's my friend.
They all do it, though.
Yeah. I don't know, but Julie was on Lani's side instead of Eli's.
And she was giving Abe hell.
Yes, and yes, she was mad at Abe. Because Abe was, back in Eli. And it's funny, Abe was back in Eli and not Lani. They kind of took the opposite side of what you would think they would take. But, yeah.
Yeah, so we had the Horton family dinner, which we really didn't see at dinner. But it was nice to see Julie and Doug. So Jack shows up with flowers, and Julie slams the door in his face.
Yep.
And that's why I love Julie. She's a cool chick. And then Jack practically talks his way in, but then I guess Jennifer said no, she didn't want him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Julie forgave him.
Yeah, he kind of charmed Julie, and Julie kind of saw his point and was trying to talk Jennifer, into why she should go back to him, which I thought was
and Jen made a point too. Back to what Lani said too. It was about the lie. I mean, she could forgive the one night stand because obviously Jack and Kate aren't interested in each other. It was just
right,
and that's what kind of bugged me. What's bugging me about the whole Jack thing the entire time is Jack just seemed like he loved all the attention he got for being devoted, and it just seemed like he was more upset his reputation got damaged than anything. First he was telling Abby, you shouldn't have said a word and just should have kept the entire thing to yourself. And that just seemed kind of shitty. I mean, Abby was in the wrong for blasting it out in public. I mean, that's just horrible. Absolutely horrible thing to do. But I'm just saying, you should have just kept it to yourself. It was just like, that was kind of sleazy of Jack to say that. And then Abby, blaming everything that I was drunk. It's like I really wasn't buying it. And I was drunk, and I don't remember what I said, and I don't remember what I did. It's like I didn't like that at all. That seemed pretty weaselly on her part. So Gwen manipulated her into asking Chad to invite Jake to the Horton Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And I mean that was pretty slick, but and then when Chad talked to Gwen about it, Gwen's like, "Oh, well, I'm glad you didn't invite him. I didn't want him there." So I mean, she's pretty slick. But at the same time, too, I still don't care at all about the storyline. I don't care about Gwen and Abby and Chad at all whatsoever.
I like Gwen.
I think she's being wasted.
Yeah.
I think they need to give her a new orbit. I think Chad and Abby are dragging her down.
Yeah.
I don't think if she's basically after Chad. I don't know. I don't see why.
Yeah, I think it might be interesting when Anna comes back, Tony and Anna.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Anna might. Yeah, because there's if you listen to the clip and stuff that they show, there's like Anna's onto her somehow, so that'll be interesting.
Maybe something.
So she might have met her match with Anna when Anna. Comes
maybe something went on with Anna and Jack when Jack left for a while. Could that be it? Could she be Anna's?
I would love her to be Tony and Anna's.
I'd love for her to be Tony and Anna's. That's what I would. That would be what they should do.
That.
Will they do that? Probably not. But I don't know. They could. That would be. Yeah. Everyone was saying maybe Andre. She was Andre.
Could be.
Andre. So I don't know. But then everyone's saying it's Jack, though. I'm more or less it comes down to Jack.
But then if she were a Demira kid, then she would be related to her ex-boyfriend Jake.
And she would she would have been sleeping with her.
So that would
also
be a good advice.
If it would be Andre's.
Yeah.
Even if it's Tony too. But not biologically.
Now if she ran us, that would be different. But
Yeah.
And
Tony's not biologically.
Were you guys saying somebody was saying she could be Kate's also? But I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors of that, but somebody was mentioning that. I don't know. I think it's more plausible.
Did Kate and Jack get together years ago? But they didn't allude to that. You know what I mean? They didn't, in that little encounter, they didn't, say, oh, just like the time years ago or something. They didn't really bring that up. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who if Jack's the father, I don't know who the mother is. I don't know who it would be. Oh, didn't somebody say Eve?
Could be.
Did you say that? Yeah. Might be Eve. Might be.
Yeah, because they were married years ago.
Mhm.
Did they consummate the marriage? Does anybody remember?
I don't think it was shown, but you never know.
Yeah. Or it could be just some random woman when Jack was gone those different times. I don't know. Yeah,
but it just seems weird that, she definitely has an agenda to blow up the Devereaux family.
Right.
So, there's something personal there. But she doesn't seem,
it's so frustrating that she told Rolf, but she didn't tell us.
I know.
Oh,
yeah. And then JJ thought she was cute, but she was giving him the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
And then we lost JJ, which I'm very disappointed that Casey Moss wasn't back for very long. That was a bummer.
Yeah, that surprised me.
Theo.
And what is he doing? And what is he doing in Johannesburg with Theo? What are they doing? What is he doing?
Or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some kind of business.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and they brought Theo back, and they hardly showed him.
Yeah.
He just had a few scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the characters I actually want back on the show are just doing visits.
Short little visits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so anything that was missed?
Trying to think. No, I think we got everything.
Yeah, I don't think there was nothing new with Trip, right?
Back to the Day of Days 2020 thing. I did get to finally watch some of that before.
Let me know. I can catch up on those.
If you guys hear that it's migrated to the Days app, let me know. The DOOL app, let me know, because I didn't get to see everything that I wanted to see, but I did get to see some of the interviews and the quiz thing, with Lauren winning. But
it was well done.
Representing. But what's that?
I thought it was very well done with all they did.
Yes. And the interviews and the things that they did, like with Lucas Adams and what's her name, Isabel Durant. And you're right. I'm glad somebody had given me a heads up that a couple of them have accents that don't have, that the girl who plays Claire is actually Australian and has to do an American Claire accent. And the girl who plays Gwen is actually an American, but she's got the British accent. I was like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
They said she had so what's funny is she said that she does voiceover work too. And so she says, she would hear, she says, so I'm sure some people, while I'm in my dressing room, because they have to be isolated while they're taping, pretty much. So they're pretty much stuck in their dressing room. So she's practicing her voiceover work and stuff like that, and hearing different screams and different things. She goes, hopefully I'm not bothering anybody. But it's so funny because I was listening to this commercial the other day, and I was like, it sounded a little bit like her talking without her British accent, or no, maybe with her British. No, I think it sounded like her when she uses a British accent on Days. And I wondered if I wonder if that was her, but. Anyway, I think that's interesting that she does that kind of work too. That's very cool. So anyway, but I'm with you guys. Chad and Abigail are so boring. I just can't even. They're honestly unrootable.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yep.
Chad and Abby. Or not that Abby, anyway.
Yeah, that Abby.
I like the other, definitely the other
like
Abby with Chad.
The other one, is more my Abigail. I mean, now this Marcy did a great job with the.
I think Andre and Chad were much more fun to watch together than than Abby and Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so.
Okay, so spoilers. You see, we got Will also back for the holidays, so that's pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah. And like you guys mentioned, Joey getting out of prison.
I seriously hope Joey's been taking classes while he was in prison and is not as dumb as a rock as he used to be.
Yeah. He needs to sue the heck out of Ava.
Yes.
I hope the actor's acting has improved too, because I just did not like Joey.
Well, you gotta admit too, that storyline that he and the girlfriend and all that was up there with, or I should say down there with the Touch My Thighs storyline and stuff. That was sort of like of the epically bad storylines. That was right up there with them. And so, in my opinion, maybe it wasn't him at all. Maybe, or not as much. Maybe the storyline was awful. I don't know. But he just always looked like he didn't have a clue what was going on. And, if anything, the kid, a child of Kayla and Steve would have a clue. That's why you're right. I think Trip seems like he's much more their kid than, the other two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stephanie or Joey.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Touch the Thigh, Trevor Donovan right now is in a movie with Jen Lilly. And Jen's been like
that was. Oh my God! I did not figure out who he was.
Yeah, I've seen it. Does he do a lot of Hallmark things or something? Because I saw his name on something. Or is he in something big that well known in prime time or something? Because I saw his name somewhere on something, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool that he had an awful storyline on Days, but that's cool that he's gone on to do other things.
Yeah, he's been doing well, and Jen does a couple Hallmark movies a year too, so that's cool.
Yeah. They destroyed Mike Horton to his son.
I do wish. I think it was so good to see Casey Moss back. I'm sad that he's not seeing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really nice to see him.
He's my favorite Devereaux.
Yeah, I like him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I still haven't seen 1 ounce of chemistry between the new Jennifer and Jack. So for me, all this angst really isn't like angst at all. It's almost like, okay, whatever. Whatever.
It's hard to root for them. I mean, even though it's Jennifer, it's just not Jennifer. I'm sorry.
And Jack even has Kate standing up for him, and even Julie turned around and she was like trying to say, I know it's gonna take time, but one of these days you're gonna, But I don't know. I guess that would be a hard thing as an actress to come in to that role.
Yeah.
Like that, and right at a pivotal time in their character storyline. I don't know. So it's not her fault. It's not her fault, but yeah.
Oh, and the spoiler is this week Bonnie and Jennifer go on a double date, trying to get Justin and Jack jealous.
Jealous.
Tuesday.
Oh.
Yep.
Huh.
Bonnie could also work with Roman too, I think. That might be fun. Bonnie and Roman?
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
That's
Bonnie and Bart back in the day.
Oh my God.
And Bonnie and Mickey. But Bonnie and Bart would be funny.
Those.
Well, Bonnie and Rolf.
I miss Bart.
Yeah, Bart. Yeah, I'd love to see Bart back. He would be good.
Bart's back. Speaking of Bart's back, it has a map of where Tony was all those years.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you like to have Bart's back. Bart back.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, his back was very pivotal to locating Tony.
Locating Tony. Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, that's true.
Anyway. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah. Hey, do we know if
we hit them all?
Yeah. Do we know if days have to shut down because of the shutdown in California?
I don't know.
I didn't see anybody. I didn't see anything
I don't
about
think.
that.
Yeah, I haven't heard about them shutting down.
I thought Hollywood got an exemption.
Oh, they did.
Probably because they realized.
Probably
because they realized it was their bread and butter for the whole valley there. I mean, geez.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then they're going so like overboard cautious with all the testing and all that stuff. It's like
they did lead to some cute scenes too. But I liked when Jake kissed Kate on the forehead. I thought that was cute.
Yeah,
I
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought they did a good job of finding ways to be affectionate without it, obviously trying to keep the whole COVID thing, in mind. So.
Mhm.
Yep.
I
like
it.
All right.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one. Take care, everybody.
Okay.
Happy
Good
birthday
night.
to the Diva tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy
Oh,